If you're having difficulty removing this transfer tape without also peeling the vinyl with it, then here are some great tips to help with that. First of all, you'll want to make sure that when you peel the design that you focus on this edge. Make sure that any letters that are getting lifted off are just rolled back into position. If you've been trying this for a while and you're still having difficulty, then the best solutions are to moisten the transfer tape using a spray bottle or a wet sponge and just get it pretty saturated. Make sure if you're using a spray bottle, however, that you don't allow any of the moisture to go above the design, which can seep under the design and make it more difficult to do this step anyway. Now, another great tip, if you've already tried moistening your tape, or if you know that your surface or the statement is cooler than room temperature, is to just use a blow dryer and on the warm heat setting, hold it about 7-8 inches away from the wall and statement, and just warm up the statement. After you've either heated your design or moistened the tape, you'll definitely need to give it another burnish. One tip that I find especially useful, particularly on very textured walls, is to burnish the design going in one direction, change the direction, and go in as many directions as you can so that the design is completely burnishing to all of the different surfaces of your textured wall. So just take the tape, peeling it at an angle like this. You can also rock it in going in several angles slowly as you peel it, and that way you can change up the direction that you're pulling the vinyl from. Now when you get a piece of vinyl that sticks to the tape instead of to the wall, simply roll this back into position, firmly press on that vinyl, and peel it closer to the surface, making the tape so it's closer to the wall, almost like you're forming a crease here with the tape. The closer you get your tape to the surface, the easier this step will be. Now when the vinyl starts peeling like this, if you've moistened this tape, there won't be a lot of stability here. So it's better to put your hand underneath the tape and roll it back into place like this. Also, when you're removing the transfer tape, this only step, this is the only time when it is okay to touch the vinyl on the wall itself and just hold it down as you peel the tape away. Now if you have had a lot of difficulty removing the tape and you've gotten to this step, a great way to reinforce the adhesive to the wall is to take your backing paper that you discarded from removing the backing paper step and position it over the design. I also would use some tape just to hold it there for you so you don't have to have your hands so busy. And then firmly burnish over the design again. I don't recommend using the burnishing tool directly on the vinyl because you may gouge the vinyl and scratch it even. So just make sure that you use that backing paper to form a protective barrier. And another option for you is to warm up the vinyl one more time without the tape there. Then burnish it again using that backing paper as a protective layer and give it at least 72 hours before you try cleaning the surface again or touching it at all. Another thing you can do to reinforce it is, of course, you can use your fingers and press down on the design, but make sure you don't pull on it because you may lift things accidentally. If you found that it was impossible to remove the transfer tape without also lifting the vinyl, this could be due to a number of factors. Among them are if there's any residue at all on the wall, such as just dust or water. Make sure that you allow the surface to dry overnight if it's been cleaned recently or if it's in a restroom that has any kind of condensation on the walls. Also, walls that are too textured or have the paint that isn't perfectly compatible with our vinyl may not be suitable for the application. If you find that it will not work, you have a couple of options. Contact us and let us know, and we can send you a replacement so you can try it on a different surface, either a new wall or a decorative item that you can hang on the wall, such as a board, frame, or glass. You can use this option if you're willing to give us another chance and try it again. Otherwise, you can get a refund. Please keep in mind that we will ask you to take a picture of your design, either showing the difficulty you were having or showing the ruined vinyl. This will help us to pinpoint the problem that you had and to make sure that it doesn't happen in the future.